Howdy, folks, and welcome back to the Deep Dive. Mighty good to have you joining us today.
Great to be here.
We're going to dig into something pretty fundamental today, aren't we?
We sure are. That age-old question, like, what's real success?
Exactly. And not, just the quick tips you see everywhere online. Nope. We're going deeper.
Much deeper.
Our mission, folks, is to explore William Walker Atkinson's book, The Secret of Success. Now, this is something else.
It really is. Atkinson flips the script. He says the secret isn't out there somewhere.
He says it's something within, right here, inside each of you listening in Overton County.
That's the core idea. So many folks, they chase what the world tells them success is, constantly looking outwards.
Right.
But Atkinson, he invites us to just pause, look inside, find our own way.
So our goal today is to unpack that, this internal approach to getting things done.
Yeah, showing you how to tap into those strengths you already have, your God-given strengths.
It's about realizing maybe that you've already got the keys, right?
You already got them. Just gotta know where to look. Unpacking the real you, individuality, and the something within.
Okay, so first off, what I really appreciate about Atkinson is how he just, calls out the fluff.
Mm-hmm.
He talks about the veriest twaddle and platitudinous wordiness in a lot of success books. He didn't mince words.
He sure didn't. Bless his heart. He saw those generic rules and thought they were about as helpful as, a screen door on a submarine, like you said. Just didn't work for everyone.
So what was his alternative? What's the core secret?
Individuality. Simple as that. True success, he argues, comes from expressing your unique individuality.
Not being human sheep. I like that phrase.
Exactly. Not just following the bellwether, the lead sheep. He put it real plain. Each must work out his own success along the lines of his own individuality.
Rather than by following any set rule or line of conduct. Makes sense.
Be your own bellwether, guided by that inner feeling, that conviction of strength, not constantly checking what the neighbors are up to.
Yeah, that hits home. It's like trying to build your dream house here in Livingston by just copying your cousin's place over in Cookeville.
Right. It won't fit you.
Oh, right.
Or your land.
So to really get this individuality thing, Atkinson goes even deeper. He talks about the I and the me. Can you unpack that for us?
Sure can. It's crucial. The I, he says, that's your core, your real self. Indivisible, can't be harmed. It's your essence, the spark.
Okay. The deep down you.
Right. And then there's the me. That's your personality. He calls it the mask.
The mask.
Yeah, the part you show the world. It's your body, your energy, your mind, the role you play day to day.
So why does this distinction matter so much?
Because that's where the power is. He says, upon the true realization of I comes power. Understanding you are not just your thoughts or your body or how you feel today.
That unlocks something.
It unlocks that inherent strength. It connects you to your individuality. You're way more than just what folks see walking down to the town square. You got to realize that deep down, too. The inner fire, spiritedness, and latent powers.
All right, so we've got this I, this real self. Now, Atkinson brings in spiritedness.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be clear, he's not talking about ghosts or anything like that.
Oh, no, not spooky stuff.
He defines it as energy, vivacity, ardor, enthusiasm, courage. It's being filled with power and life.
Stemming right from that I am place inside you.
Sounds a lot like good old-fashioned gumption, don't it? That inner fire.
It sure does. And he gives some vivid examples. He talks about animals like dominant baboons or lions.
Yeah.
How they assert leadership sometimes without even fighting, just through sheer mettle, that soul quality.
Interesting. Like an inner authority.
Exactly. Or think about Bishop Hugo. This guy stood up to powerful kings like Richard the Lionheart.
Wow. How do you manage that?
Not with armies. With spiritedness, that subtle quality, that inner firmness, it disarmed them.
So the key takeaway is we have this inner strength, even if it's quiet.
We all do. It's often latent, kind of hidden, like he says, an iron hand and a velvet glove.
Yeah.
It flashes out when needed.
That's a powerful image. It reminds me, hiking up towards Cummins Falls, you feel totally wiped out.
Oh, yeah. Been there.
And then, bam, you get that second wind. Suddenly, there's more energy.
Exactly. Atkinson uses that same idea for the mind. He says we have reserved mental energies and forces just waiting, untapped potential.
So how do we tap into them? What gets that second wind going mentally?
Desire, plain and simple, what he calls want to hard enough. That's the great inciting power.
The spark.
It's the fire. It rouses up the steam of wool, as he puts it. And that can lead to mental miracles.
Okay, let's talk about will then.
Yeah.
What exactly is it, according to Atkinson?
He calls will a vital power. It's the mind's acting force, directly connected to the I, your real self.
The sword of the ego, I think he called it.
That's it, the sword of power, yeah. It can direct your other faculties, even influence other people.
So can you, like, build more will?
Well, that's interesting. He says you don't really develop will itself. It's already there, like a power line. You develop your ability to use it, like learning how to connect that trolley car to the live wire of willpower.
Ah, I see. It's about accessing it.
Accessing and directing it. Mitchell said it best. Will makes men giants.
Wow. So for you listening, when you hit a wall, when something feels impossible,
Yeah.
where do you usually look for the solution?
Atkinson's saying maybe look deeper inside. That reserve power, that will, it's already there. 3, the magnetic spark, enthusiasm, and the law of attraction.
Okay, building on that inner fire, that will, Atkinson then dives into enthusiasm.
Right. And again, it's more than just being cheerful.
Yeah, he traces it back to the Greek, meaning to be inspired, possessed by the gods. Pretty intense.
It is. For him, it's enkindled and kindling fervor of soul, ardent and imaginative zeal or interest. It's real soul power.
A spark that lights you up, but also kindles others.
Exactly. That's the key. Genuine enthusiasm, it radiates. It's got an attractive force.
Makes you a center of mental influence. That sounds pretty important for, well, anything you want to achieve.
Absolutely. Essential for personal stuff, professional stuff. It's not just interest. He calls it interest plus inspiration inspired interest.
Inspired interest. I like that.
And this ties into a really simple but profound question he wants us to ask ourselves.
Which is,
Did I do my best?
wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Simple, but cuts right through, doesn't it? No room for excuses there.
None. And he shares that story from George Kennan about the sailor.
Oh, the shipwreck story.
Yeah.
Powerful.
Yeah. Freezing waters, Newfoundland, ship's gone down. This guy keeps fighting to get back to the wreck.
He just wouldn't give up.
Lashed himself to the mast before he finally, But the point was, he kept going. Kennan said, heroism is endurance for one moment more.
Endurance for one moment more. That'll stick with you.
And that question, did I do my best? I was like the antidote to that negative voice, that fear thought.
That what's the use feeling we all get sometimes, especially when things are tough, like trying to get a project done down at Dale Hollow Lake when everything's going wrong.
Exactly. It combats that. And this leads us straight into the great law of attraction.
Okay, the law of attraction. A lot of people talk about this now, but Atkinson was writing about it way back then.
He described it as a universal thing, attracts, works on every level.
So how does it work with success?
Your earnest desire, your demand, your will, remember the will. You combine those with a clear mental image.
Visualizing what you want.
Vividly picturing it. That combination, he says, attracts the people, the things, the circumstances you need, draws them to you.
But there's a flip side, isn't there?
Yeah. Crucial point. Fear thought uses the same law.
How so?
If you constantly dwell on what you're afraid of, you're creating those mental images, negative ones.
Yeah.
And you end up attracting the very thing you fear.
Oof, that's sobering. So how do you fight that? How do you stop attracting the bad stuff?
You got to actively kick fear out, cultivate its opposite, fearlessness, raise your mental state, your vibrations.
And replace the images.
Actively replace the negative pictures with positive ones. He compares it to opening the curtains in a dark room. Let the sunlight stream in and the darkness just disappears.
So a question for you listening in. What might you be attracting, maybe without realizing it, and how could you shift that focus? 4, crafting your persona.
Yeah.
Personal magnetism and attractive personality. All right, so we've worked on the inner stuff, the I, the spiritedness, will, enthusiasm. Now, how does this show up on the outside? Atkinson talks about personal magnetism.
Which is basically your ability to influence others positively, to create a sympathetic feeling in them.
Mental induction, he calls it, like getting others to catch your vibe.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And guess what the main ingredient is?
Let me guess. Enthusiasm.
You got it. Specifically, enthusiastic earnestness. He argues this appeals directly to people's emotions.
And emotions rule more than logic.
He says the emotional side is far more common and universal. Logic has its place, but connection, that's heart to heart.
He tells that story about Carlyle, the writer.
Oh yeah, the grumpy Carlyle. Someone visited him, and Carlyle later called the guy a delightful conversationalist.
But why? What did the guy do?
He was just a good listener. He got Carlyle talking about what he was interested in, made Carlyle feel heard.
Huh. So the visitor barely said anything, but made a great impression.
Atkinson's point. It is heart against head, soul against logic, and is bound to win every time.
So it's about genuine connection. But what if that doesn't come naturally to someone?
Well, Atkinson suggests you can practice. You can sort of act or simulate the feeling you want to project. Enthusiasm, interest in private.
Fake it till you make it.
Kind of, yeah. Practice it until it becomes real, becomes a habit. Like learning chords on a guitar until you don't have to think about them anymore.
Okay, that makes sense. And this ties right into developing an attractive personality, right? Which is about the me, the mask.
Exactly. Remember, the me is the outward part, the personality. And he says you can consciously improve it. It's not just helpful. He says it's your duty to make that personality as pleasing and attractive as he is able to.
Like sprucing up your front porch, making it welcoming.
That's a good analogy. And he gives real practical advice, a roadmap.
Yeah, what are the key things?
Okay, first, cheerfulness. Create a bright, cheerful, and happy mental atmosphere around you. Like the old saying, laugh and the world laughs with you.
Weep and you weep alone. Got it.
Then, self-respect. Show it in how you carry yourself. Head up, stand tall. His words. Don't crawl, don't cringe, don't grovel, but be a real human being.
Be solid. Be present.
Third, interest in others. Be that good listener. Make people feel valued. He connects this to the law of compensation. You get what you give.
Makes sense. Give interest, get interest.
Fourth is self-control, especially with temper. Anger, he says, is weakness. Stay cool. Control your voice. Keep it calm, steady, low.
Voice control is key.
Which leads to the fifth point. Cultivation of voice. Work on making it pleasant, resonant, vibrant. He mentions Nathan Shepard, who overcame vocal issues through sheer will and practice.
Like even your voice could be improved.
Absolutely. And finally, just briefly, cleanliness and neatness. Basic, good grooming, tasteful appearance.
Okay, so how do you actually do all this? Cultivate these traits.
It's that process again. Get a clear mental image of the trait you want, desire it intensely, will it into being, and then
act it out.
Act it out over and over. Practice it until it becomes second nature, until it's just part of who you are outwardly.
So another question for you listening. Which of these traits could you maybe polish up a bit to let your own unique light shine through that mask? V, the unfolding path. Action and the I can and I will consciousness. All right, as we start to wrap this up, Atkinson's final message really hits home, I think. There's no royal road to success.
Nope. No magic formula someone else can give you.
You can't just follow someone else's map, like trying to navigate Overton County with a map of somewhere else entirely. Each person
must work out his own salvation. That's the phrase he uses. It's on you.
And a huge part of that is just doing stuff, right? Taking action.
Oh, absolutely critical. He says higher aid, help, inspiration, opportunities. It comes to those who actually get moving, who throw heart and soul into the task.
Don't just sit around waiting.
Exactly. Don't wait for something to turn up. Go out and turn something up. Ideas flow when you're doing, not just thinking about doing. Yeah. Like finding that new fishing spot over at Standing Stone, you got to actually go explore.
Yeah, action sparks more ideas, more energy.
Definitely.
And ultimately, it all comes back to where we started, doesn't it? That something within.
Back to the core, the individual, the I.
He really urges us to cultivate that I am feeling, that deep knowing of our own inner being, our connection to, well, everything, the God within.
And when you really feel that I am, then the next step comes naturally.
I can and I will.
That's it. He calls those the grandest affirmations of power that man can make. That feeling, that consciousness.
Is the real secret.
That's the prime factor in the secret of success, according to Atkinson. That unwavering belief rooted in your true self.
So maybe the final question for you, our friend listening right here in Overton County, is this. What's one step, just one thing you can do today to start acting from that place, to affirm your I can and I will?
What new second wind are you ready to tap into? Knowing now that the source isn't out there somewhere, but right inside you. Outro.
Well now, friends, what a journey that was, digging into William Walker Atkinson's The Secret of Success.
It really makes you think differently, doesn't it?
It sure does. We've seen that real success, real power, it's not about chasing external stuff or following rigid rules.
It's about uncovering and expressing that incredible something within you, your tree eye, your spiritedness, accessing your will and desire.
Letting that genuine enthusiasm shine and consciously crafting how you show up in the world, your personality.
It's a powerful, powerful reminder that you, my friend, you already have everything you need inside you for amazing things.
Go out there and use it. And hey, if this deep dive lit a spark for you, we'd truly appreciate it if you'd hit like, leave a comment, maybe subscribe to the deep dive.
Yeah, that way you won't miss our next exploration. And please, share this with somebody you think might need to hear this message. Could be someone right here in Livingston or anywhere, really.
Before we sign off, I'd just like to offer up a little prayer for all you wonderful folks listening today.
Amen.
May you truly feel that inner strength that Atkinson spoke of. May your path forward become clear. May you walk in peace, in health, and in prosperity, always remembering the incredible God-given power that resides deep within your very soul. Amen.
Amen to that. Until next time, folks.
Take care.